All right, let's make sure my mic's unmuted this time because I was 5 minutes into the last recording and I realized my mic was muted. But anyway, Mets win, baby, 5-2 over the San Diego Padres, completing the series win over the Padres in this 3-game set in the homestand, completing the homestand series win as well. So the Mets definitely looked a lot better today, and this was probably their most impressive win of the season thus far. They actually put together some quality at bats. They got timely hits. The bullpen looked good. Tylor Megill looked pretty good, and it leads the Mets to a big win over the Padres here as they now improve to 7-6, which is huge. We're going to talk about, before we do, remember to leave a like on the video if you do enjoy, subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans, and turn on your notifications so you know when I upload a video or go live next. Well, let's talk about this one. As in the top of the first, Grisham, he flies out to start things off, and then a bit of trouble here as Manny Machado walks, and then Juan Soto crushes a home run to the Shea Bridge to make it a 2-0 ball game for the Padres. Just a bad pitch location by Tylor Megill right in Soto's wheelhouse. And yeah, crushed it. 2-0 game. Bogaerts then flies out, and then Cronenworth grounds out. And then the bottom of the first, the Mets have a similar situation to what they had last night. Brandon Nimmo with a single. Marte with a walk. Lindor strikes out. Alonso with a single. So bases loaded. This time, instead of with no outs, they have one out. And they don't capitalize as Mark Canha pops out. And then Jeff McNeil grounds out to end the inning. We go to the top of the second. Tylor Megill walks Matt Carpenter, gets Nola to ground to a double play, and then Rougned Odor flies out to end the inning. Bottom of the second, Tommy Pham with a leadoff single. Eduardo Escobar flies out. Tomas Nido strikes out. Tommy Pham steals second easily. So I'm really liking, by the way, early on in the season, the aggressive base running by the Mets. The stolen bases are definitely looking good, and it's definitely helping this team get some runs. And it sure enough helped them here as Brandon Nimmo gets himself a lucky double because Juan Soto just didn't play this one well at all, and it goes over him. This is an RBI double to make it a 2-1 ball game for the Mets, or not for the Mets. The Padres still up, but makes it 2-1, cuts the deficit. Marte then grounds out to end the inning. Top of the third, Tylor Megill gets the Padres down in order, picking up a strikeout on Manny Machado. And then the bottom of the third, Lindor gets a big home run to left field to tie this ball game at 2. Very happy to see him hit a home run because I've been unhappy with Lindor's plate approach as of lately, especially with some of these strikeouts being very ugly, swinging at some bad pitches, and him getting that home run was huge to make it a 2-2 game. Pete Alonso then flies out. Mark Canha then with a walk. Jeff McNeil with a walk, and unfortunately, Mark Canha also with a stolen base there, but unfortunately, the rally comes to an end as Tommy Pham hits into a double play. We go to the top of the fourth. Juan Soto strikes out to lead things off. Bogaerts in with a single. Cronenworth lines out. Carpenter with a single. Megill gets into a bit of trouble there, and he gets Nola to fly out, thankfully, to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the fourth where the Mets go down in order, and I'm not going to complain because you know what? Hey, it took them till the fourth inning to go down in order in this one. Usually, it happens very early in the game, so I'm not going to complain there. And the Mets, like I said, have had some competitive at-bats at least in this game, so I'm very happy with that. Top of the fifth, Rougned Odor flies out. Dixon strikes out. Grisham with a walk, and then Machado lines out to end the inning. Bottom of the fifth, Starling Marte lines out. Francisco Lindor strikes out, and then Pete Alonso hits a moonshot to left field to make it a 3-2 ball game. So the Mets take the lead there. Canha then strikes out after, but thankfully the Mets are in the lead, and Brooks Raley comes into the game, and he gets into a bit of trouble yet again. I'm a little concerned with Brooks Raley early on in the season as Juan Soto doubles to lead things off. Bogaerts then grounds out. He hits Jake Cronenworth with a pitch. Thankfully, then he gets Carpenter out, but that was going to be all as Drew Smith comes in the pitch, and he strikes out Austin Nola. It was close. He almost walked him, but ends up getting him. Bottom of the sixth, Jeff McNeil walks, and he steals second very easily. Tommy Pham then with a walk, and then Honeywell came in the pitch for the Padres. Eduardo Escobar with a sacrifice bunt, and then Nido grounds into a double play, unfortunately. Also, there was an error there on that sacrifice bunt, so Escobar ended up being safe, but then Nido gets into a double play as the outs were at home and at third base. But Brandon Nimmo gets a big RBI single to make it a 4-2 ball game as he singles one to right and makes it a 4-2 game. Marte then with a force out to end the inning. We go to the top of the seventh where Drew Smith gets into a bit of trouble. He walks Odor, gets Dixon on strikeout. Grisham then walks, and then Machado flies out, and then that would be all as David Robertson comes in. Juan Soto flies out, and then the bottom of the seventh, Francisco Lindor leads things off with a ground out. Pete Alonso then walks. Mark Canha then with a strikeout. Jeff McNeil with the walk, and Tommy Pham, who has come up big for the Mets a little bit, gets himself another RBI there down the left field side there as he makes it a 5-2 ball game. And that was going to be all for Honeywell as Hill comes in and he gets Escobar out very easily. Top of the 8th, Xander Bogaerts lines out, and then there was a bit of trouble for the first time with David Robertson in any of his appearances. Cronenworth gets a single. Carpenter then strikes out, so 2 outs. Nelson Crusoe comes with a pitch hit for Austin Nola. He gets a single, and then thankfully Odor strikes out, so that was the end of the inning. So David Robertson gets into a bit of a jam, but gets himself out of it, which was nice to see them not have to go to Ottavino there in the middle of that inning. Mets go down in order in the bottom of the 8th, and then in the top of the 9th, Ottavino comes in, gets Campusano to fly out, and then walks Trent Grisham, and then Manny Machado, he gets to hit into a double play, and that is your ball game, your final score, 5-2. 8 hits for the Mets, 6 for the Padres, 1 error for the Padres, none for the Mets. Your winning pitcher is Tyler Miguel. Your losing pitcher, Blake Snell, and Ottavino picks up the save in this one. Very impressed with the offense. There were a couple of, bad spots in the lineup, which we'll talk about. But for the most part, they put together very good at-bats today, and they look good. And I'm very happy. This is what they need going forward. And again, you still maybe could get more from certain guys, but let's talk about it. As they go 4 for 12 with runners in scoring position, leaving 9 on total. Not the best, not the worst. Brandon Nimmo, easily the best offensive performer for the Mets today, going 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs. Very good performance, and I was ripping on Nimmo for not getting enough hits and just being kind of a walk merchant early in the season. And sure enough, he gets that batting average up to 243 just from this game alone with those 3 hits. Very good day at the office for Brandon Nimmo. Starry Marte, not so much as he goes 0 for 4 with the walk. Would have liked more there from Marte, but again, he's one of the more consistent hitters in this lineup, so I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. Francisco Lindor, 1 for 4 with an RBI and 2 strikeouts. Good home run there, but again, these strikeouts are concerning with the way that he is striking out. Pete Alonso goes 2 for 3 with a walk and an RBI. Very good day for Pete Alonso at the plate. Probably the second best hitter for the Mets. Mark Canha, 0 for 3. Struck out twice, 1 walk. Not a good day for Mark Canha at all. And he needs to stop hitting 5th. He should not. There's zero reason for him to be hitting 5th, especially when McNeil and Pham have been better. And McNeil goes 0 for 1 with 3 walks, though. So pretty good day for Jeff McNeil at the plate. And then Tommy Pham goes 2 for 3 with 2 hits, an RBI, and a walk. So a very good day for Tommy Pham as well. Eduardo Escobar, not so much. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. He had the sacrifice bunt, but he only got on due to an error. So not good. Not good at all. And then Tomas Nido went 0 for 4 with 2 strikeouts. Again, there's concerns with this lineup still for sure. Even though it was one of their better days, there's still a lot of concerns, and I just don't like that there is so many concerns. Now we get to the pitching side of things. Tyler McGill, very solid outing. 5 innings of work, allowing 3 hits, 3 walks, 2 earned runs, picking up 3 strikeouts, allowing the 1 home run. Very happy, though, with Tyler McGill. I thought he looked good today, and his velocity stayed consistent throughout the start. Got as low to 92, as high as 96 on the fastball today. And his velocity was up for the most part. Spin rate was down except for on his curveball, but still very solid. And he had an 18% whiff rate on 33 swings. So, or 6 whiffs there on 33 swings. So not too bad for Tyler McGill. Yeah, I'm not going to complain with him allowing only 2 runs. It's better than what Carlos Carrasco's given you, that's for damn sure. Brooks Raley in 2/3 of an inning of work allowed a hit and got into some trouble, of course, hitting that 1 batter. I'd like to see better from Brooks Raley, that's for sure. Didn't have the worst day, but I want to see better from him. Drew Smith kind of struggled after that 1 batter they faced in the 1 inning. Pitching an inning, he allowed 2 walks, got 2 strikeouts. He doesn't do the best in going to the dugout between innings and then coming back out for another inning. That's one thing that always concerns me with Drew Smith, and sure enough, it was definitely a problem here. David Robertson, first time he's really gotten into trouble all year, so I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. In an inning and a third of work, allowed 2 hits, but got 2 strikeouts and still was very effective to get out of the jam. Very happy there. Ottavino, in 1 inning of work, only allowed a walk, but then got the 2 got the big out, and then got the big double play to end the ball game. So I'm very happy with what we saw from the Mets today in terms of their production on both sides of the ball, because we needed them to produce more offensively. They definitely looked better offensively, and we needed the bullpen to hold down the fort here, and, well, they held down the fort pretty well. Now the Mets go to Oakland with an off day tomorrow, so, yeah. We'll be back at it again on Friday. I have a podcast episode probably coming out tomorrow with my co-host Nico, so be on the lookout for that. But that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you guys are new, especially if you're Met fans. Turn on your notifications so you know when I upload or go live next. And I'll see you in the next one. Let's go, Mets.